back, you know, the classic hentai move, right, from MARIN. Also the classic, oh, I forgot to put up my bra! No, of course they did on purpose, but it was hilarious, amazing episode. I love that she was like, I'm gonna make him food. You can say love, he's gonna be so in love. Oh, he's gonna get it. But of course, she chickened out at the end, right? But that's the what I mean. I love this anime, right? One of the biggest I really love this anime because it's like an actual, you know, functional, normal female person, right? She isn't just gonna be like, oh yeah, I love him, so I kidnap him. She's gonna go yonder on him. On the same time, she's not gonna. I feel like most of the animes are fortunate, right? Either the woman is like, oh, but do I actually love him? And that's like, you know, 55 episodes, right, of her not doing anything. Or she's gonna be like, you know, using a sigh and like tie him up and, you know, or him. Yeah, it feels like this anime is actually hitting that sweet spot in between, right? Where the girl is in love and is acting like an actual person in love, right? And not just going crazy. I see my Nami has fallen down. Come on, Nami, you can be. I'll get up there. Oh, that's weird. There we go. Come on, Nami. Oh, that's better. Don't get the face all. Can't see the face anyway. Mal takes forward. Whatever. See the boobs. Important stuff. So, of course, best anime is always right. You know, I am an anime owner now, right? So it's exciting. Not that was gonna happen and so on. But I'm hoping that Marin's gonna smash through. No, but one thing I will say, of course, this anime is certainly ongoing after the season, right? But I do hope they get together for reals. Like I mentioned, I don't know if it's a big spoiler, but Horimiya, so minor spoiler here then, in Horimiya, the main couple actually starts dating, you know, open to kissing and so on, right? Quite early. Horimiya, of course, won, as we saw then, crush roll or whatever, romance and so on. And I felt that was actually a pretty good pick, right? I think it also won People Vote of Reddit. Correct me if I'm wrong, look this Monday, right? But I actually do think that Horimiya was a good romance show, right? And it had, like, one again, the benefit of Horimiya was that the actual couple actually dating, right? They weren't just, you know, oh, maybe we are in love, right? And nothing ever happened, right? So that was really, really good. So hopefully, of course, we have this anime going a similar route. Not exactly the same, but, you know, I would hope they go quicker, right? That's one thing to watch it. Of course, I'm finally got my Elden Ring. Gonna play that afterwards here on YouTube and so on, right? Huge story how to get this. I got pre-ordered on 2 places. No one sent it. I had to go into the city, or I guess the centrum today to buy it. It was of course sold out when I went. I go to another place. It was sold out there too. But then I asked the guy, because he did have some Xbox versions left, and I asked him, do you might have someone somewhere? And he went down. It's a true story. He went down and had 2 copies left. So and he had to go and search behind in the counter, and it was crazy. So I spent like 2 hours getting this game. Holy shit, man! Oh, but anyway, this game better be a freaking 10 out of 10 now. Okay, I spent like 10 hours getting the game, and yes, of course I could have bought just the goddamn digital, but I want to have this special edition, right, with the poster and so on. Okay, I'm an old, so I like stuff, right? Anyway, anime time. So 3, 2, 1, and go. But as you see with my review and so on, yeah, I like stuff, right? You know, I don't buy games, preferably not, if they have a physical copy. But of course, Mario is all like, oh my god, you're this cute girl, and oh my god, oh yeah. She's like, oh yeah, come on. Because her sister's there with the oppies. Her emote with bigger titties. Yeah, and of course, Marion's like, whoa, you're so cute! Yeah, she's gonna comment on her too, right? It's like, I like she's jealous immediately. You like my sister? She's definitely a shyer. She's certainly less assertive, right? Yeah, certainly. Her sister is more, you know, angry little Sundra, and she's like an assertive. Yeah. I was like, oh, ni är kär. So of course she's more behind the production, right? Makes sense. Tutti Guitar? Yes, it's Twitter, I guess. It's like the Tutu. Tutu Guitar. I guess that's Twitter. Because in Swedish, that's oppai. Almost. Yeah. That's like the Swedish word for, you know, similar titties, right? Yeah. So. This is too big now. A little bit. Whatever. Yeah. Oh no, she's all happy. Yes! You like my technique? Oh, you're so amazing! Yeah. Yeah, I'm so jealous. Yeah, stop complimenting us. Yeah, of course she's a little bit like, you're not that good. He's a Sunder, right? He's like, are you so amazing, both of you? Like, I'm not that amazing. Sure, it's mostly my sister, yeah. But I think she's definitely playing the classic, you know, somewhat tiny Sundra, right? Not full Sundra, but in that direction. And as typically with most Sundras, they don't really like compliments, yeah. You're like, oh, you're a great cosplayer. I'm not that good. Yeah, it's like, stop trying to, you know, butter me up, right? Yeah. I guess it makes sense, because I suppose that Sundaras and that kind of typical characterization is someone that mistrusts people, right? Yeah. It's a bit like, stop telling me that I am good. I'm not that good, right? You try to trick me somehow, right? I guess it's like a sport of... Right, I would say so. Do na 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 do 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 na 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 na. Look at me now getting not demonetized, but taking the money. This anime always gets demonetized anyway. This anime always gets, yeah. I could probably sing this opening for once, because I make no money anyway on this anime. It's always get demonetized. It's something with MARIN and not boobs or something. Yeah, it's something about the topic and titties and boobs or asses. But seriously, this anime is like, obviously I don't make much money on YouTube anyway, compared to my salary, but it's like, you know, you make like zero money on this anime. At least I do. You know, I never get, I always get demonetized. But otherwise, sometimes if you sing the opening right, they take your money right from YouTube, because you're you know, the opening is, you know, copyright. But this anime, you make the money anyway. Might as well sing the opening right. It doesn't matter. But anyway, yeah, she's clearly the camera pro. It's gonna explain different angles and so on. It's actually somewhat, you know, educational anime, right? You know, this angle is better, we get cooler images and so on. Yeah. Of course, it's a lot of skill to making good photos, right? And not just photos, but the trailer and so on. Like, for example, I talked to a guy at the gym last week when I worked, they were talking about Call of Duty. And I worked on a few COD games, right? And I worked at Black Ops 2, the zombie games, and I worked in the trailer. And it was kind of funny, because the guys at the gym, they were like, oh, Call of Duty, Zombie Origin, best map. And I was like, yeah, that's the map I did! But for example, same if you do like a video game trailer, right? Because you have the 3D graphics and so on, but how you actually put the angle of the character, right? You know, that's a part of it too, right? Not just having a scene, but how you actually portray the same scene, right? Because you have like a moving camera, right? So if you animate something, and then how the camera is in the game world, right? Makes different trade, right? Because you can have the exact same animation, but 10 different camera angles, right? So that's a lot of work, right? But anyway, yeah, of course she's like, oh my god, this guy's really into me. Yeah, because MARIN is so positive. You're like, you're amazing! God, MARIN. So thank God I'm best, because always coming in to make people happy. You're like the greatest woman ever met in my life. I love you, yeah. And she's like, oh yeah, thank you. Exactly, because, you know, yeah, MARIN is pushes hell around. He's like, oh my god, please take this on me too. See? She's like, please, use it on me. Yeah. Yeah, now MARIN's gonna take it over, yeah. Now MARIN, see, this is, I guess you could argue, because I keep pivoting with my friends, right, that MARIN is the perfect girl ever, but that's why I feel it's kind of fun to try to, you know, how I say it, find issues with her personality, right? Because if she's the perfect woman, it's gonna be a little bit, right, you know. But I guess this is actually an example of her not being perfect woman. I mean, yes, she's genki and fun, but she's also kind of overbearing, right? She's like, give me the camera! Can I do it? Yeah, she's kind of overbearing, right? I mean, that's why we love her, but certainly I think it's fair that some people, like the shy girls, like, oh, yeah, sure, yeah, she's scaring, right? Obviously, some guys, I think everyone's gonna say that they would love to marry MARIN, right? Because she's the best girl ever. But let's be real here. I mean, I could easily date MARIN, right? But let's be real. Some people couldn't handle a MARIN. Let's be real here. You'd be like, oh, she's so stressful. You know? She's all like, ah, in your face. You would be like, ah, this woman never stops talking and so on. Yeah. Trust me. I think a lot of people. I don't want to shoot you guys in the. I don't want to shoot you guys down, but trust me, some people could not handle this genkiness. Okay, yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, some people could not handle that kind of girlfriend. They would be like, whoa, she's way too much, right? Yeah, hi, yeah, exactly. Hi, I want to do it. Yeah, some people. Yeah. But I think it's fair, right, to say that that's, I guess, some of MARIN's weakness, in a sense. She's the perfect girlfriend. But that's her flaw, right? That she's probably too into it. Yeah, she's too Yankee. It's like the episode when Baldwin is in Friends and he's just too positive, and everyone hates him because he's so like, oh, this is the best food ever, this is the best thing ever. And they're like, he's so annoying. He likes everything. Like he's obviously a comedy character. Right? He's too positive, and everyone gets pissed off with him. But anyway, yeah, here we go. Could be a cute little. Yeah, they need like a good abandoned building, of course, for the scenery, right? Very serious. God damn it, this MARIN new outfit here is a freaking kawaii, man. She got a great fashion sense, though, MARIN, certainly. I have to say, you can argue that, well, objectively, I say, that the author, of course, is good at fashion, right? For knowing how to get MARIN. But I guess she's afraid of Yuri, right? She's like, Ghost! I don't want to go in here! Yeah, she's certainly for Ghost, right? Come on. It's gonna be this, yeah, she's like super, she's like, oh, it might be haunted, right? Yeah, of course she's gonna be. She's a tiny girl. She's a tiny girl, you know? You know what I mean when I say tiny, you know what I mean. It's always like that, the tiny girl. She's like, ah! Ghost? Yuri? Yokkais? Yeah. So Yuri means ghost in Japanese. Yokai is more like the supernatural, right? You know, like you play Neo or whatever, yeah. Yokai are the different demons or whatever, right? In the Yuri is just ghost. Yokai can be kind of anti. Yokai can be a demon. It can be also be a ghost. Yokai can be something like ice woman or something. Yeah. Yokai is kind of like the general, I guess, broad term, and Yuri is like ghost, particularly. That makes sense. Oh man. God damn it! I love this new MARIN outfit. Ah. I like his befriended sister now here. I think there's gonna be some jealousy here, yeah. I think she's like, that's my sister, stop befriending her, right? I think she's gonna be a little bit later, probably she's gonna piss off with her. Thinking, your sister likes me more than you now, yeah. I think it's gonna be naturally on that sister friendship there, yeah. I can see that thing. Okay, the camera zoomed in on that window. It's called plantation in narration, so I guess the window's important later. No, but certainly the camera was like, look at this window is gonna happen, so maybe it's gonna break or something. But yeah, she's clearly afraid of the... She's getting a little panic attack here. Yeah, Daishabu! I do love this place. Yeah, oh, I'm fine. She's clearly the Sundra of the anime. She's going more and more Sundra every episode. I'm fine, okay? Don't talk to me. I'll need your help. Daishabu. Yeah. That's a nice, she holds her hair. Yeah, that's a nice detail. She's like... Yeah. Doing this weird hair holding. I can do it myself. But yeah, she's tiny and cute, right? She's a kawaii little girl. Of course she has to be afraid of ghosts and thunder and so on. Well, she wouldn't be a kawaii little girl, right? But I do like that she has like a bonding moment with Godio. After he saw her, you know, pantsers. More so. Oh yeah, she's gonna explain to him the backstory, of course, how she shows her first magic girl. See, obviously I'm wearing my Sailor Moon shirt, since, you know, they have a lot of magic girl talking now. Yeah, come on. There's a reason I put on the Sailor Moon outfit, right? Yeah, and she's like, I watched my first, magic girl show as a kid, and I was like, I wanna be a magic girl. Oh, it's just cute, come on, it's kawaii. She's like, I wanna be a magic girl, I wanna have a magic wand and this thing, and I wanna fight demons, and, you know, I wanna see, she's like, I wanna be a magic girl. To defend, you know, justice and love and justice and so on, yeah. I wanna save the world, it's cute, man. It's like the most classic little, you know, girl dream, yeah. Growing up wanting to be a magic girl, protect the innocent and so on. You know, she wanna go in there and do the... yeah, she's like, I will save the planet, you know. Of course, and then she bought, I guess, like a pre-made, yeah, a finished cosplay outfit, right? Yeah, you could buy. Of course. Now she's like, wow. Now she's like, I wanna be a cosplayer. Oh, this is nice though, it's cute, yeah. Now she's like, I wanna be a cosplay, yeah. Yeah, starting her dream here. It's nice. I guess it's similar to God, you know. He has the treasure of his dream of the Hindenburg and so on. It certainly is a similar personality thing to MARIN and God, right? But I feel the anime has the thing going for him, and that's passion, right? Yeah, passion. It's like, find your passion. Her passion is to be cute bad girls, right? It's her dream, right? Godio and you know how Gojo and MARIN first meet, right? And had the first kind of meet. She first, you know, the first time they actually get together, right, so to speak. It's of course because she's really into, you know, hentai characters. Yeah. And Gojo's like, oh, she's gonna bully me for being into, you know, dolls, right? He's like, I'm into hentai. He's like, okay, she's just a crazy woman. He's like, whoa, she's serious. When he just, you know, she gives an explanation of her favorite hentai game. He's like, yep, okay, she's not making fun of me. She's even more otaku than I am, right? But certainly I feel the animes, if you ignore the cosplay and everything else, right, and the romance, I feel like the theme of the anime, right, is like follow your passion, right, you know? Like find your passion and go with that, right? You know, like believe in yourself, in your dream, right? I feel that's the anime's message, otherwise. Because, see, now God is gonna be like, oh, she's just like me. I have my Hina passion, right? And we clearly have a similar... Yes, he's gonna have flashback to his first time he got into Hina dolls. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be like, yeah, I get what you mean. Hina dolls. So Goyi indeed. So perfect, right? So, you know, they all share this trait, and of course the sister loves to be a photographer. The sister loves taking photos, right? The sister loves taking photographs, right? So that's her thing, right? So certainly the anime, I feel passion is the main topic, right? If we ignore if we ignore the ecchi and romance and all, if we ignore the other stuff, but like the what they all have together, right? But I think it's very interesting, right? And I said it in an early review. I think it's so interesting is because it's like I said in our review. It's like if you ever date someone, right? You go out and date or whatever, right? You're always trying to find passion that you can share, but you're also trying to find, I would say, passion that the person has, right? Because you don't want to be with someone that has no passion. It's just so boring. You know, like it's like I'd rather have my wife, you know, being into, I don't know, bird watching. It's just every Saturday. She likes that. But it's just a hobby. She likes it, and I can, you know, okay, it's just a passion. That's cool, right? You don't want to have your wife just being like, Saturday, I don't know, I stay at home and I watch TV. That's a bored, that's not a, you know, interesting person, right? But now she's triggering Godio's like passion here. And Godio's gonna be like, oh, I understand! What is this? Man, this is some well-animated hentai scene here. What is this? Man, yeah, there's some budget there for her scary face. She's gonna be like, no, I understand passion! I love that, yeah. First she felt like, no, I'm too young! I'm a tiny girl, get off me! Godio was young, yeah. Oh, that was scary first, man. First Godio looked scary. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, we know what she was doing. But she looked she was getting into hentai, yeah. I felt she looked like she was partially part of hentai. She snaps that she... It was so animated. It was so well animated. We'll get back to it later. That was so well animated. How she was like jumping up in her face. That was great animation there. Her fear, the fear in her eyes when he approached her, and yeah, and of course he's like confused now. What happened? Oh, a beach episode! Beach episode! Woo! Every anime, you need one beach episode. Certainly, it's gonna be Marin showing some ass or whatever, or up by some boobs and. I wonder why the animal's getting monetized. It's gonna be Marin is clearly gonna show off some bikini or whatever. I mean, I feel that this anime you need to get some fan service with Marin every episode. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, right? Okay, here we go, beach episode. She's so adorable. Look how happy she is. And Godio is like, it's pretty cold though. I feel Marin's gonna piss. Come on! I like how Marin's gonna meta. She's like, come on, man, it's a beach! And we need to go to the beach, man! It's like, it's part of this whole thing, you know? Yeah, I love that she's basically fourth walling him. Come on, we're in anime, we need to go to the beach, boyfriend. This is cute, though. But honestly, though, how often do you see a beach episode where you only have one girl there? Even if she's the best girl ever, normally you're gonna have a harem, right? With like 7 or 10 girls. Oh my god, it's too much my hometown! This happens all the time in my hometown! Like seriously, oh my god! That's real, baby, that is real, okay? My hometown, they have these warning signs everywhere in the port. That like, don't eat hot dogs over their food, because the wing gulls, the seagulls, we have 2 different gulls, right? They come and take your food. Like seriously, it's warning flags, and there's like a huge sign in the port on a wingull. It's like, don't eat food here. The wingull eats them. So that happens all the time in my hometown. And I can give a short story about it later, but it's like, that is serious an issue. Like a huge issue where I'm from. That's guy, yeah, throw something at the bird. Yeah, okay. You throw some food at him. Yeah, it's like, whatever, bird, take it then. That's right, now we fear it. What I love, yeah, what a romantic. I love God, he was the best man. He's like, I throw food at the bird too. So now it's equal marriage, yeah, now we're equal footing here. What an amazing marriage you're gonna have. See, she has to marry this guy. Yeah, he's like, I throw at it too, okay, now we're fair, okay? Oh my god, I'm like laugh crying from that. Oh god, you. Oh, that was adorable, god, you. Oh my god, no, it's like this. Ooh! Indirect kissing? Maybe. Yeah. Ooh. Now they got a shell hamburger. Yeah, baby. I feel Maren is probably gonna be like, did I just kiss him now? Right? She's gonna be, yeah, I think God you probably won't, because she's kinda like not thinking about, you know, the sex right. But I feel that Maren is gonna be like, yeah, let's share this thing, and yeah, she's doing a lot in kissing it. She's like, keep sharing. Oh, you wanna have some? You know, yeah, she's like, wanna have some, you know? Yeah, she's definitely going for that. It felt like I was doing some some sponsoring. I'm not sponsored by. I used to had Red Bull sponsorship though. Yeah, when I worked at the company earlier, I had Red Bull giving me drinks. Man, it was great. And to pay for my energy drinks. Ah, that's awesome. Oh, here we go. Now it's gonna be fan service. Now we go. Yeah, Marin's taking off her socks. Now she's probably gonna throw off her clothes. It's time for the fan service that we all wait for. Come on, we know what we're here for. Fan service time. There we go. Yeah, let's gonna see some ass or yeah. Okay, she's adorable, but yeah, you know it's gonna be some like wholesomeness plus etchy ass scenes. It has to be both. It's the most wholesome etchy anime ever. Yeah, come on. Got your girl. Look at look at my pantsu. He's like, yep. Oh, she's so excited to get in the beach episode. Look at her. Oh man, this is like the most romantic bitch episode ever. A bitch episode is usually about, you know, the 10 harem gay ladies showing their oppas, right? This is like the most serious romance bitch episode that I ever seen. I mean, Bunny Senpai does have also a good bitch episode though. That's more sad than romantic though, but certainly has some romance there too, right? But yeah, I think that Bunny Senpai is probably the closest thing to this. Throw it in the face, you do it! No, it's gonna do the nice thing. See, it's about passion, baby. See, here we go. God just like, I remember as a kid, did my first Hina doll. Oh yeah, it's like I remember my first Hina. See, this is like a drama romance episode. This is so uncalled, but this is so uncommon, right? That you actually say, oh, it's beautiful. And she's not Mama's gonna be like, kitty! This is gonna trigger her, definitely. You know, she's gonna trigger by the word kitty, beautiful. This is gonna trigger her, come on. Oh, here we go. See, she's gonna try to get some action here. That's good, Marin. Go for it. Yeah, that's good, Marin. Oh, she's so adorable. Together. Yes. Really? Together? Together? I feel he's misunderstanding, but I feel she's like basically asking him out there, yeah. Yeah, I feel like can't try and ask him out, right? Yeah. Together! Let's be together! Like, let's go together! Yeah, let's just like hang out together, yeah. Oh, I felt she was, yeah, exactly. I can't ask him out, oh, but he didn't get it. Oh my god! I knew it! Oh, she's so adorable, but come on. She was basically like, let's be together, you and me, you know, together. He's like, yeah, let's go together. Yeah, that's how I meant it. Yeah, sure. God damn it. This is pretty common for anime film though. The girl tries to ask him out and he doesn't get it, right? Yeah. She was almost confessing to him and he doesn't get it, you know. That feels pretty cliche. the poor lady, yeah, the poor lady, as always. I'll take a nice photo, Rigoglio. Of course. Probably him smiling, right? Yeah, knew it. Masha is so beautiful. He's so kitty. Well, it's adorable. She's honestly trips. Something he trips in the water. What? Just random trips. Episode over now, I guess. Yeah, no, he just trips in the water. Yeah, she laughs at him. Yeah, okay. A nice ending there. He got your girl. That's a nice ending. He trips into the water. It's very shallow, so it's probably fine. Yeah, got your girl. That's the ending, right? Yeah. Oh, that was cute. That was adorable. Whew. That was like the most romantic beach episode anime history. Because usually it's just a bunch of fan service. Of course, they had to start showing her ass, though. I mean, they had to do something, right? It still is. And as we keep saying, right, I think it's fair to say that the anime is very much more fan service, right, than the manga is. So, certainly had to be like, look at her pants here. There has to be like a huge display of her ass, right, and then it can go into the romance. And that is very true. But for example, this Thursday we had Arifurata beach episode. That's just like, you know, what is it, like 4 or 5 waifus. Someone, Miyu steals the bikini of Shia and runs around with her oppas, you know, Tia loses her panties and so on. Yeah, that was just a very typical beach episode, right? How it normally is in animes, where the girls are like, oh no, my bikini, and so on, right? Yeah. But here instead, it was an actual romantic beach episode, which feels like extremely uncommon, right? Extremely uncommon to have an actual romance beach episode. Certainly feels like something you haven't seen a lot, right? The anime is out in subs in 4 minutes, I believe. Less than that. Yeah, of course I'm watching the you know, Man of Culture version, as I call it. But I do think it's fine though, watching Man of Culture version, because one thing that I can explain easily here when it comes to language is that here, right, for example, because I speak Japanese to at least an extent, right? And that makes these kind of scenes, I have to say, more meaningful, right? Because now here, Marin is basically asking go out. She's like, let's go together. But the word she's saying in Japanese, right, can of course be, I'll say, interpreted, right, in different ways. As of course English too. But if you actually speak Japanese, I think it's easier understanding this joke and confusion, right? If you don't speak Japanese, it's a little harder, I think, in some comedy and also romance aspect, right, to understand maybe like the nuance, right? So for example, you know, one of my absolute favorite mangas ever, right, and I have the Blu-ray DVD one, is a silent voice, right, you know, voice of a sound, right, Kone Katachi. And in that anime, when she basically tells him, spoilers that, whatever, she tells the guy, right, I won't spoil too much everything, amazing storyline, best manga ever, right, saddest manga ever, but anyway, same author did towards 2 eternity. When the girl, Ninomiya, she asks him out, she's like, I love you, right? She's like, ski, she tells him that she loves him, but she's deaf, so she can't speak that well. She's mute, but she's deaf, she can't speak that well, and she's trying to tell him that she loves him in Japanese, but the word, like ski or daisuki, is like, I like you, I love you, right? Ski is just like, I like you. It's kind of the same word as moon, which is also ski. So moon is ski in Japanese, but like is also ski. And they say daisuki, right? It's like, I like you a lot, right? However, they are not spelled the same. Not only in kanji, but the katakana, the hiragana. The hiragana is also different, right? So moon is spelled actually with a TSU sound, you know, ski, but they don't say the the U, and ski is just an SU key. So they're spelled slightly differently. But anyway, that kind of confession scene, of course, is much more understandable if you speak Japanese, because she's saying something, right? And I can understand his confusion because it's the same word for moon and like or love, right? In that sense, especially if she can't really pronounce it, because she's deaf, right? She can't really pronounce the word. It's a very tiny difference, right? How you pronounce it, and she can't really do that, right? So, because again she's deaf, and here this scene is kind of similar. Now, of course, Marin doesn't have the excuse of being deaf; she's just being a coward. No, but she doesn't have the excuse, right, of being a deaf girl. But yeah, I think that is what I point out. That scene is a really good scene, but I think it also, I see in comments here in the live chat. Yeah, I think that when it comes to the language barrier, I can see this scene being slightly harder to accept, maybe, right, if you don't speak Japanese. Because again, I'm watching it, right, just in anime, on TV, no subs, so I'm just, watching it in Japanese, right? And just thinking, okay, how is this said in Japanese? And of course I laughed at it, and it's a little bit cutesy how she's faced, right? But I think it's a good point, right? I can see it in the subtitle, it might sound more stupid, how she's like, how she basically is confessing it. I want to be together, and he's just like, together? Go together? He's like, yeah, let's go together, yeah, go together! But in Japanese, it sounded more, ambiguous. Yeah, in Japanese, her line is a little more like, let's be together, but it also could be seen as together as, hang out together, right? But I think in English, the translation is basically, wanna be my boyfriend, right? More or less. So, but still, a really good scene. And of course I love the next scene afterwards, where she's like freaking out, classic Marin, she's just like, oh my god, yeah, it's so adorable. It's like, god damn it. This is like again, the most romantic beach episode that I ever seen, man. She's just so adorable. Sitting there afterwards, I almost asked him out, he misunderstood me, god damn it. It was really adorable. But I will say this thing though, I really love the anime. I think it's one of the greatest romance animes ever, right? I have to say this is cliche though, that the girl basically asks him out, right? Kinda, right? And most guys, in reality, I don't know if they would get it, but, some men would get it, and that are more good at reading, the situation, right? But of course, the typical main character in anime is like, oh yeah, let's be friends forever. That's what I meant! Yeah, so of course, he's gonna misunderstand, right? But it's a really good scene. The only thing I would say here, again, I'm an anime only, so I don't know where we can go, right? The only thing I will say, that I have high faith, right? Again, greatest romance anime ever in my opinion. But if they keep doing these scenes, right, then I would say the anime might reach us, right? It's fine if she fails once or twice, right? But I think unfortunately in most animes, rom-com animes, the girls keep doing these scenes, right? Most horror animes, right? Most of the girls, they keep doing these things like 6, 7, 8 times, right? Then it's sort of getting silly. This feels like a cliche scene. It's a really good scene, but it feels kind of like you've seen it before, right? But I think the problem is that, yes, you have seen it before, because in most animes, this kind of scene is like repeated, over and over and over, even in the same show. And then it starts getting stupid, right? Because then the guys should really get it. So that Marin fails now, I think it's completely fine. As long as she doesn't fail too many times, right? Because then it's gonna be kind of stupid. If she keeps failing and he never gets it, then it's gonna be just like, okay, then we're going into, tropey anime territory where it's like basically end of the horror, right? As long as she fails a few times, learn from her mistake, right? And maybe next time it's more, obvious or more direct with her approach, right? Try to flirt with him, then it's better. Right? As long as she keeps evolving her strategies, right? Then I think it's fine, right? Now, let's talk about passion. Passion, baby. But yeah, I think that what this episode really captures, though, if you ignore all the love and so on, right, is that passion, right? I really love it in this anime. It's one of the other good things in this anime, right? That it's completely, other side. So, passion, baby, passion, right? This, I feel, otherwise, of course, was the message, right, this anime has. And that is like, follow your passion. So, we see her backstory, explaining that, she grew up, right, watched stuff like Sailor Moon or whatever, Magic Girl was that I'm wearing my Sailor Moon shirt. And she always dreamt of, like, becoming, a sailor soldier or whatever, Magic Girl, Mao girl, right, saving the world, fighting demons, whatever, right? And she had, the outfits and bot thing, right, when she was older. And she's like, oh my god, I was so cute, and I felt empowered, and all that, right? And, and now she becomes, into that passion, right? I think it's a really good scene, because this is what I feel otherwise really combine the cats, right? If we ignore everything else that he likes to do, he dolls, she's a cosplayer, and they can combine their hobbies, right, and so on. If we ignore everything else of the anime, passion, follow your passion, like that is the anime's key, right? Because what Gordio is so afraid of in episode 1 of Marin is that he's gonna be bullied, right? He's used to being bullied, like a Hinna dolls. He's just having, no friends, and everyone hates him, right, and so on, for the Hinna hates him, but he's not, like, extremely bullied, right? But he's so much bullied. And he's afraid, of course, that Marin's gonna make fun of him. He's a hot guy, right? So he's like, oh, she's gonna hate me, right? So I think it's really, really good that is a red line in anime, right? Because, of course, Marin is like, oh, I love this erogates, oh, hentai is awesome, man! And she goes all crazy, right? And he's like, whoa, holy shit, this woman is insane, she clearly is not making fun of me because no, she's into it, right? First she thinks she's trolling him, right? First he believes that she's just lying about, you know, liking hentai games or whatever, right? But then she goes into details and he's like, okay, no, this woman is an otaku, she's a super passionate otaku girl, okay, yeah. But of course, that's why they like each other right at the beginning. Because they both have a very strong passion for something, right? They both have a strong desire to do what they like, right? And then this third character appears, and, you know, she's her passion too, right? And she's just the photograph passion. So, that is certainly, I think, the message of the anime otherwise. If you ignore the love and everything, right? It's about passion. It's about, you know, follow your dreams, you know, do what you want, right? And both, like, respect, but also like people, right? You like people that actually follow their dreams, right? They do what they want. They follow their passion. And I certainly agree, right? To an immense aspect, certainly. And it triggers Godio, of course. He goes into his own memories, right? And he's like, Kitty! And he gets that, you know, he's like, oh, I remember the first time and so on. But, and I say it again here. I'll emphasize this again because, you know how I am. It's going to be Myrmonden's love advice now. But certainly, I always say this thing, right? You never want to be with someone, doesn't matter gender, doesn't matter if it's trans or whatever, right? It's like, you never want to date someone that has no passion. Those people are usually boring, right? It's just boring. People have no passion, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't have a passion, right? You know? I have a lot of passions, obviously I like anime, but I like anime, and I'm gonna play Elden Ring later, right? You know, I like games and so on, right? And I don't really see it here, right? It's just like, for example, as I mentioned again, right? If you go out with a girl, you date this girl, right? And you always ask her, what's your passion, right? What you do? Maybe it's a hobby, right? What's your hobby? And if I date someone and I ask them, what's your hobby? And they're like, you know, hang out with friends and, you know, watching TV. Yeah, but that's not the hobby, okay? I will completely be so uninterested in you, right? If I date someone and they're like, whatever. Or even with other coworkers. Same thing, yeah. Same thing, like for example, this depends a little bit on passion though, but like I remember my first day in college, and I had this new classmate, right? He talked about, you know, hobbies and so on. This is like 20 years ago, I was an old man, right? And he was like, and so we went to engineering school, right? And his passion was coding. He's a very good coder. This guy's amazing coder. What's Spotify now? Amazing coder. But I asked him, like, what's your passion? He's like, I code. And I was like, who you code? I mean, yeah, that's like what we do at school. I code afterwards too, right? So, but this guy, I felt he was kind of boring because he only can do coding, right? But I respect him a lot because he codes at school, goes to code, right? No, he's a coder at Spotify. His life is he goes to code at Spotify, and then he goes home and he codes more on his products, right? And he makes a lot of money because he both codes at Spotify and then he codes like websites and apps or whatever. Right? He paid for that, right? Consulting afterwards. He just codes all the time. Right? He codes like, you know, 12 hours a day, right? The guy is crazy, but he loves it, right? He's making a lot of money. He's an amazing coder, and again, Spotify guy, right? Like senior programmer or lead programmer for Spotify. Obviously, like, an incredible good guy. I feel he's honestly somewhat boring to talk to because he only knows coding, right? But he has a passion. He follows the passion, right? And, you know, I feel those kind of guys are still rather hang out with than some other classmates, right? So 20 years ago, when they just have no passion, right? Because the other guys are like, what do you do at school? And they're like, I don't know, I just go home and watch TV or something. I just put what's on, right? I mean, they're not even like into a TV show. They're like, I just watch, you know, the 5th channel and whatever they produce, I watch, right? That's so boring. Who wanna be friends with those people, right? That is really boring. And so it's not only about romance, right? But I think certainly in romance, you don't want to be with someone who doesn't have anything going for themselves, right? You know, like my friend, that is his passion is coding, and he has like 2 job positions, right? Yeah, that's like really good passion because he makes a lot of money too. But you know, whatever, bird watching, whatever, right? Go to the gym, whatever, yeah. Stay in shape, right? Like some kind of passion. Right? I also have passion with the gym, right? I was thinking about it earlier today. I spent so much money because after I bought Elden Ring, I went to the store and I eat for like $200 a day, you know. But I eat so much food, right? So that's my passion, you know, being fast, right? But holy shit, the inflation! Like I spend so much money. I need to get a new job so I can pay for my food bills. I easily eat probably for like $100 at least a month, easily. No, a month, a week, I mean, honestly, a month is like nothing. Just today I bought food for $100, what I'm saying, oh, holy shit. So that's a passion, right, you know, exercising and eating, yeah. But anyway, I think this anime message is really strong, right? And I love the scene later on too, when of course Gojo is young, right? And what's that scene? When Gojo is... He was flashbacking into him like... as a kid, right? What's that scene? He was like flashbacking into a kid. And he was... Oh, here it is. Yeah, he looks... This is cute, man. He looks at the water. And he's like, I remember my first Hina doll. But this is why I love this anime, right? This is why Morrison really loves anime. Because it's really about this kind of stuff too, right? It's not all about the romance and ass, right? It's also about, yeah, people really caring about what they're doing, right? And I really say that thing, honestly. I mean, I genuinely mean it. Like, all my friends, love interests, whatever people I smash, whatever, yeah, they've always been at this, right? I never hang out with people in my life they don't have a passion or they don't have like a hobby they really, you know, they really burn for, right? And I think I just want to emphasize that's not really important what it is, honestly. If you like bird watching, like I hate bird watching now, but if you like whatever, marathon running or whatever, right? The important thing is to have something to strive for and have something you want to improve and something you want to, whatever, collect or whatever. Oh, I want to collect stamps. Okay, but you're doing something with your life, right? It's like, my brother, he's an artist, right? Likes to do art stuff. He also collects like the silver and so on. He likes the silver coins. He gave me like a silver coin in his present. Like one of those collectible silver coins thing. Yeah, like that's pretty cool, right? You got a passion for that. Like, you know, I like anime, manga, also I like games. I like stock market, you know. I have passion for buying stocks. It's making money. But also, you know, I'm interested in text, right? I just feel this is the... I don't know. I just feel it's a really good message in anime. I'm just getting really deep in this thing, but no, but I really mean it, right? I feel it's such an important message that I so much agree in that, because not to be this like, oh my god, humans, but I do honestly feel that most people don't have this, right? They don't have this. They don't really, unfortunately, care about improving. Most people just kind of go the daily life and just like, whatever, you know, go to work, pay the bills, go home, right? So this is what the anime is nice too, right? Because you really feel for this character. At least I do a lot, yeah. And I love seeing them growing so on, right? But passion. Great episode, guys. I mean, otherwise, yeah, one thing I mentioned, let's go back, only talking about the passion. And of course, the ass in the beginning. Let's not forget the sister. She's adorable, coming in here. Little Imoto-san. Where's a good image of her? She's all happy. What's she doing to the camera? Come on, I want to have the scene. God, US, good. It is. Fine. No, this is a great scene too, right? And I think it was great because it was really fitting how her little sister, with the big titties, that she likes, you know, the camera thing, right? So has the older sister wants to be a married girl, and you know, big sister, bigger but tiny sister, a younger sister can work the background, right? But it was nice too because you know it's her passion and. It was fitting too. But she was like a shy, a little more introvert. Her sister's a Sundra little girl, right? But the bigger girl is a shy introvert. So it was fitting too that she was, of course, working behind the scenes, right? But I think it could be cute if she... I guess she's going to come in back later again. I'm all right, again. But I guess she's going to come in back later and probably helps Marin-chan and Gojo to, of course, I guess, make better photos, right? So... It's a really nice combo, right? Gojo is the master tailor, the girls are the, you know, master cosplayers, right? And of course her sister is then the master photographer, right? The producer, whatever, in the background. So her and Gojo, with either of the girls, make a good team, right? And now of course the girls are gonna make the cosplay together. So yeah, it's a good combo, right? He makes the outfits, she makes the, you know, the staging and the what do you call it, the ambulance, the scenery, that stuff, right? That's her thing, right? So yeah, I liked it. I wouldn't mind having more of the, we call it educational bit, right? Which was explaining different angles and so on. Not so much too much, but I mentioned earlier in the reaction part. I, for example, when I worked on Call of Duty, I worked on that. If you go and look at Call of Duty Zombie Origin, that trailer, I worked on the trailer for a few weeks when they killed the zombies, and right. And that's a good example, right? Because when we work on a trailer, right, we do the animation, so too much here, but you animate the character, you animate 3D models, right? But then the whole camera work, right? Can still be moved around, the music, the sound effects, and so on. You can still, you know, change a lot of stuff in the production around that, right? And you can like the camera and so on, particularly. So of course it really matters if you're angling this attack at this angle, right, or the character close in that angle, and so on. Of course, it matters a lot, right? So you can really see the difference between a bad or a good camera work, right? In anything, I mean, both in real life and in gaming or in whatever 3D anime or so on too, right? Yeah, certainly. Massively, right? Like one of the reasons I think you like a lot of these Sakuga fights, in example Demon Slayer and Utsukai's and so on, is because they have this like depth to them, right? That they have this movement of the character and give you like a 3D feel, right? And that's a lot of camera work, right, for that. But anyway, not to get the episode, subscribe, ask, and so on. As I mentioned earlier, we do the Elden Ring later tonight, right, on the channel. I'm gonna play some, finally got the game there. For a few hours now. I'm gonna have to make food and all stuff before. But yeah, so you got Elden Ring, and of course One Piece later tonight, and of course tomorrow take on Titan, right? Where I feel the arc is finally gonna start for reals probably tomorrow. Well, not start, but it's like the end of that arc or something. I don't know. It's been a bit slow pace, honestly. And there's no way, right? There's no. I said that last year, but there's no way that Attack on Titan, the actual anime, is gonna end in that anime. Either have to cut half the last content, or they're gonna make a movie, right? And I argued for the movie last year, like a year ago. I said they're gonna make a movie, and it certainly looks like that. I cannot see them ending Attack on Titan in the last few episodes now. That doesn't make any sense. So, but we're gonna see tomorrow, I guess, because I think the pacing is really set probably tomorrow, this or next week. How fast